Lately, Mira's name has been getting yanked onto the hot search non-stop. One blurry clip. A girl who looks exactly like Mira, coldly tossing fan gifs into a trash can. Overnight, the internet detonated. Fake. Boycott. Huntrix fooled the fans. Mira stared at the screen like someone had just slapped her across the face. Zoe and I replayed it again and again. And the more we watched, the more impossible it felt, because it really did look like her.
It's not me. I've never done that.
The problem is, people believe it.
Then we find who staged it.
A day later, the three of us slipped out for a walk to escape the online storm. But the second we hit the street, I had a feeling someone was following me.
Someone's following us. Let's trap them.
We deliberately sped up and ducked into a narrow alley. At the last turn, I stopped without warning. Zoe slid to block the front. Mira pivoted to seal off the escape. The person behind us started to turn away, but Zoe grabbed her wrist.
Don't move!
She turned around. All three of us froze. That face was Mira.
Who the hell are you? How do you look like me? Why do you look exactly like Mira? And what's your purpose in following us? I was following you. I was getting ready to replace her. Replace what? Replace Mira. I'm a product of the Demon King. He created me to slip into Huntrix and split you apart from the inside. When Huntrix falls into conflict, fans will flood over to Saja Boys. And then it becomes easy to steal human souls. So the clip of throwing away fan gifts. That was you? Yes. We have to bring the truth into the light. We do a press conference, and we bring her with us. Let the fans see it with their own eyes.
The next day, the press room was packed with cameras. The entire media held its breath as Huntrix walked out. Mira sat in the middle, face set.
Today we will tell you the truth.
And then, the side door opened, but what came out was only a white rabbit.
You've got to be kidding me!
Huntrix thinks we're a joke? This is way too far!
Zoe stepped forward.
Calm down. I knew this would happen. It's not Mira, and it's not a rabbit. It's a soul-hunting demon. What it's best at is shape-shifting, throwing us off, making us look like liars.
So that hot search clip?
Fine. Then watch.
On the huge screen, Zoe played the video she'd recorded when the three of us caught the fake Mira. In the same instant, Zoe launched her weapon straight at the rabbit. The demon's true form burst into view in front of everyone. The room erupted. Chairs scraped. People stumbled back, screams scattering through the air. Camera flashes went wild. I took a breath.
Huntrix isn't asking you to believe blindly. We're only asking you to verify before you judge.
As we stepped off the stage, Zoe leaned close to my ear.
Now that it's shown its face, it can't live in the shadows anymore.
And I knew it. The real game had just begun. RUMI! Zoe just collapsed underwater! Come now!
I was changing outfits inside when Mira burst into the room, her face pale, gasping for breath. Her eyes were wide as if she had just witnessed something terrible.
Oh my goodness!
That sentence split the air in the room in half. I grabbed a towel and ran after Mira toward the pool area. The filming that day took place at a seaside resort. Huntrix had been invited as special guests for the episode Water Festival Challenge. Everything was arranged safely. Lifeguards, underwater cameras, medical staff on standby. No one thought anything would go wrong. Before filming, we were instructed to warm up and try underwater movements for 2 minutes as directed by the director, including stepping into the pool and dipping ourselves in to adjust to the temperature. Mira and I went in first. Zoe went in after because she needed to adjust her waterproof earpiece, a mandatory prop for underwater shooting.
Then it happened in just 4 seconds.
The technician later said that Zoe had just stepped onto the second pool ladder step when she suddenly froze, her hand clutching her stomach. 1 second later, Zoe tilted and fell sideways. It wasn't slipping. It wasn't misstepping. It was collapsing because she could no longer stand. When Mira and I ran over, the lifeguards had already jumped in and brought Zoe to the surface. She lay motionless, lips purple, body cold. Seeing Zoe like that made my knees nearly give out.
Zoe! Zoe!
Mira cried while calling her name. The medical staff performed CPR, chest compressions, checked her reflexes. Then suddenly, Zoe coughed violently, water spilling from her mouth. She grabbed my hand, trembling so hard she could barely speak. I saw the panic in her eyes. It wasn't fear, it was pain. Zoe was taken to the resort's medical room. The doctor examined her, measured her blood pressure, checked her blood sugar, and put her on IV fluids. I stood next to Mira, heart pounding like a drum. After about 20 minutes, Zoe became more alert, but her voice was still weak.
I'm sorry. I thought I could hide it.
I froze. Mira wiped her tears.
Hide what?
Zoe took a deep breath, her eyes red, then said something none of us expected.
I've been taking strong painkillers because of a spine injury from the previous rehearsal. But this morning I accidentally took them on an empty stomach, so my blood pressure dropped. I got dizzy, then passed out underwater.
The medical room froze. I choked up. Zoe? Why didn't you tell us? Zoe turned away, her voice shaking.
I was afraid if I admitted my back hurt, the staff would cut today's performance. I'd slow down Huntrix again. I didn't want to be a burden.
Mira was so upset that tears streamed down her face.
Zoe, you would rather drown than delay our schedule? What is that?
Zoe could only cry, her hands gripping the bedsheet tightly.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to do well.
The doctor entered, stern.
She's lucky to be alive. In this condition, if she had been unconscious underwater for just 15 more seconds, her brain wouldn't have received enough oxygen.
I shuddered. Zoe almost died, just because she tried to hide that she was hurt. I sat down beside Zoe, taking her hand.
Listen carefully, Zoe. Huntrix doesn't need someone perfect. We need you alive. If anything happens, you tell us immediately. We're a group. No one suffers alone.
Zoe burst into tears, nodding like a child. The director came in to apologize for not noticing sooner. Filming was canceled. Zoe was taken to the hospital for an MRI. Result: mild herniated disc, needs 2 full weeks of rest. When Zoe smiled weakly and said,
I'm okay now.
only then did the weight finally lift off my chest.
Turns out what keeps us standing isn't schedules or accomplishments. It's the fact that we always manage to grab hold of each other exactly when it matters.
Hi, I'm RUMI. I'm a member of the girl group Huntrix. And tonight, I want to tell you about a night I will never forget. The night I realized that real fear isn't about screaming, but about the silence that stretches endlessly before it. That night, our group had just wrapped up our final rehearsal in Los Angeles. Everyone had already gone home, but I stayed behind on the 4th floor of the agency building to polish a few dance moves. The white fluorescent lights reflected off the mirror, and the air was so still I could hear the faint hum of the ventilation fan. Around 11 p.m., the door creaked open. A man walked in, wearing a maintenance uniform, a baseball cap, and a mask.
Sorry, just here to check the electrical system for a bit.
He said. I nodded. Sure, go ahead. He crouched down and turned on a flashlight, scanning around the outlets. I kept practicing, but after a few minutes, something made me stop. The flashlight wasn't pointed at the wall anymore. It was pointed at the mirror, directly at my reflection. I turned around. He was standing several feet away, staring at me, completely still, unblinking. Is something wrong? I asked softly. He lowered his mask, revealing a stiff, uneasy smile, strangely familiar.
You've changed a lot. But I still recognized you right away.
I froze. Sorry, do we know each other? He nodded, voice low and even.
3 years ago, at your concert in San Francisco, you leaned down and handed a towel to a fan in the front row. That was me.
I gave a polite smile. Oh, I see. Well, thank you for coming that day.
I still have that towel. I wash it once a month. Don't worry, it still smells just like your perfume.
My smile vanished. I took a slow step back, my heart pounding. The lights flickered slightly, casting both of our shadows across the mirror. How did you even get in here? I tried to sound calm.
Easy. I've followed you long enough to know when the guards switch shifts, and which doors they forget to lock at night.
The air thickened. I could hear both of us breathing, shallow and uneven. I stepped back again until my spine hit the wall. There was a faint metallic smell. I looked down. The handle of a folding knife was sticking out of his pocket. What? Are you going to do? I whispered. He tilted his head, eyes wide, a twisted grin spreading across his face.
A voice that beautiful, an image that perfect. No one else should get to hear it or see it but me.
His tone cracked, trembling with mania.
Let's go to heaven together, Nay. Just the two of us. Come on, RUMI. I love you. I love you.
My breath caught in my throat. He pulled out the knife, the blade glinting under the light.
Don't be afraid.
I'll make you eternal. No one will ever hear you sing again. Only me.
Please stop, I said, barely able to speak. He stepped closer, hand reaching out toward my face. And then, the door burst open. Light from the hallway flooded the room. Bobby, my manager, rushed in with 2 security guards. The man spun around, panic flashing in his eyes. Within seconds, they had him pinned down. The knife clattered to the floor, rolling to my feet. I collapsed, trembling uncontrollably. The police later confirmed he was a known stalker, someone who had disguised himself multiple times to approach female artists. On his phone, they found hundreds of photos of me, at airports, rehearsal rooms, even outside my apartment. It took me nearly 3 months before I could sing again. And now, whenever I stay late at the company, I always glance into the mirror before turning off the lights, just to make sure that the only reflection left is mine.